Hey guys, welcome back to Swanky Medics. It's been a hell of a journey, 6 years in the making. I'm finally done with medical school, countless exams, countless up and downs, and honestly, I've learned so much more outside of textbooks rather than from inside them. So if you're a medical student that you're about to start medicine in 2026, so you're already in your first or in your first few years of medical school, this video is for you. Because there are a lot of things that I wish I knew before starting medical school that obviously no one has told me about, but I really wish I knew them so that I would have been much more prepared to confront 6 years of medical school. So with that said, let's start our first 6 lessons for today's video. When I first started medical school, I always thought that it's all about memorization, but it's so much more than that. Yes, there is a certain degree of memorization, but then you also need to understand the topics. From the name of drugs, the mechanism of actions of those drugs, anatomy details. There is some memorization, but also a lot of understanding. You need to understand how the body works. And once you understand that, it makes your life as a medical student so much simpler because you are able to retain the information for much longer. But also it puts less strain on yourself and makes your life so much easier. Trust me, your brain and your grades will thank you later. Lesson number 2, it's okay not to be perfect. I used to panic whenever I didn't score well in an exam. Here's the truth, you are not your grades. You'll fail an exam, you'll forget things around during ward rounds, you'll get scolded by the consultant, and it's okay. That's part of your learning. Medicine humbles you, and you realize as you are going throughout your medical journey as a medical student that even the best students sometimes are not able to answer questions or to score perfect results like they used to during the O-levels and A-level days. What matters is that you learn, not that you're perfect. Lesson number 3, find your people early. Medicine can be very lonely, especially as you progress from your A-levels, where you might have studied alone most of the times, unless obviously you had study groups in the past, but otherwise it's a very lonely journey. So you have to find 1 or 2 best friends that can help you out throughout your journey in medical school. It makes a huge difference to have someone next to you that helps you and keep reminding you of things. Find the people that make you laugh during ward rounds or who remind you to eat if you have forgotten to eat, who celebrate even the smallest things. Because the truth is, your friends will keep you sane more than the textbooks will. Lesson number 4, time management is survival. You'll never feel like you have enough time throughout the day, not to eat, not to sleep, not to study. What helped me throughout this entire 6 years is to make tiny routines. Not rigid schedules, but just very simple systems that I could use. Let me give a few examples. Like review notes 30 minutes before going to bed. All the things that you have learned throughout the day, that's the opportunity now that you have 30 minutes before going to bed to revise everything that you've done throughout the day. Second would be to keep a day in the week for free for you to do anything that you want, guilt-free. And the other one is to keep priorities throughout the day. What I used to do is to keep 3 priorities for each day that I would complete at some point throughout the day. Little habits like that is what saved me from burnout. Lesson number 5, take care of yourself. I can't emphasize on this point too much because it's one of the most important things that I discovered for myself as a medical student throughout these 6 years. When I started my journey as a medical student, I used to study 24/7. I guess from my previous failures in life where I was not able to get into medicine right away and I had ended up doing a biomedical science degree before, and I took this medical degree very, very seriously. And I was studying 24/7 around the clock. And easily I saw that I ended up doing really well in my first set of examination, but then my grades started to deteriorate throughout. Because that's what I thought a good medical student has to do. But that's actually what burns you out the fastest. So my advice for you guys is eat well, sleep well, make sure that you find time to exercise, make sure that you watch that really nice TV show that you have not been able to watch. Take time for yourself, in order to be able to do things that you like. Because the reality is you can't heal others if you're not okay yourself. And then finally, lesson number 6, it's okay not to know what you want yet. Everyone around you, maybe your colleagues, medical students, or other people around you will have everything figured out. They will know what to do after medical school. And it's okay for you not to know that. At this point in life, you're not supposed to know that, and things can change in the future. So figure it out along the way. You'll see things that you love, things that you actually end up hating about medicine, because you can't love everything about medicine. There are so many different specialties. Medicine is a journey and it's not a race. So these are the facts that I wanted to share with you today. Medicine will challenge you, it will break you, and it will rebuild you at some point throughout these 6 years. If you're just starting out, go slow, find your own pace. It's okay to make mistakes, but make sure that you learn from your mistakes and you rebuild and you end up growing from those mistakes. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, you guys can use the comment section down below and I'll make sure to answer you guys as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.